Here is my reaction to the Week 11 SEC slate in 5 to 10 minutes. First off, got to talk about Georgia. So Georgia was able to handily destroy is the more honest term, destroy Mississippi State. This was a trap game. Mississippi State, in theory, had some things that they maybe could have matched up well against Georgia with, but Georgia ran the football well. Gunnar Stockton had another day. This channel will make you a college football expert and help you enjoy watching games and make more accurate predictions. So what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment your thoughts, and watch the video all the way through so that you can get the full package. And check the description and pinned comment for more ways to help yourself and this channel. Where he was awesome. He's third in QBR right now. And you're entering that Texas game with an 8-1 record, and you're 6-1 in SEC play. This is their final SEC game of the season, and then they have a G5 team in Georgia Tech. Georgia is very much in the playoff hunt, but if you lose this game and lose the game to Georgia Tech, is a 9-3 Georgia getting in? I don't know, especially with the late losses. So everything they can do to win is a necessity. They need to win here and now. They can't sandbag or they can't save some of their depth or try to. They need to do well and to put on good performances, and this was a good performance. Ole Miss beats the Citadel 49-0. I have no thoughts on that. It's what you should expect a team like Ole Miss to do. They should feel pretty comfortable about beating Florida and beating Mississippi State and going 11-1. Texas A&M beating Missouri 38-17. A&M is one of the best teams in the country. Missouri, I know they're down per Beulah. I know. But their defense and rushing attack is still good, and for A&M to more than double up on Missouri's score is an impressive feat. They have games against South Carolina, Samford, and Texas left, the Aggies do, and they should be able to win at least 2 out of those 3. And at that point, you're in the playoffs, and you're definitely getting a home game. If not, you're potentially getting that first round bye. Vanderbilt was down, I think, like 14-3 to Auburn early on, mounted a comeback. They won 45-38 over Auburn in overtime. Their playoff hopes are still alive. Like 8-2, 4-2 in SEC play. They have a game against Tennessee at the end of the year, and then I think they play Kentucky this coming Saturday. They should at least go 9-3, if not win out. And I think a 10-2 Vanderbilt with their only losses coming to Texas on the road in a game that by the box score was close, and that huge fourth quarter, and then to an Alabama team who was favored to win the SEC, they should get in the playoffs with that 10-2. A huge win for Clark Lee, for Diego Pavia, who had an awesome day. Auburn clearly has a better offense than what we thought they did under Hugh Freeze. Just Freeze's coaching was not great. Alabama in a slugfest beat LSU 20-9. LSU they could not move that Alabama defense that now I believe is beginning to look like the strength of the Tide team. If you take out the Florida State game, which people will say that's heresy, and you shouldn't from an SOR standpoint, but from how they're playing, this is not the team that lost to Florida State anymore. They're more fundamentally sound. Simpson's more comfortable in the pocket. Their defense is hitting harder, playing harder. They're so much better, especially on defense. This team reminds me a lot of Ohio State. Honestly. They remind me a ton of Ohio State. They're not exactly the same. Not saying that. I think Ohio State is a little bit better on both sides of the football, but that could be due to the fact that there is a massive strength of schedule disparity on top of the FSU loss, and power ratings reward blowout wins over mediocre or awful teams more so than winning a close game against good teams. I mean, Alabama, that gauntlet in October was one of the more impressive runs that we've seen since 2024 conference realignment. That was impressive. This was not the best win, for sure, but a win is a win. I think it's more important that you put on your best efforts against Oklahoma and Auburn than an LSU team anyway that is incredibly limited. The fact you held them to 9 and scored just enough to more than double up their score is a good enough win for me. Kentucky, I did not watch any bit of this game or didn't even pay attention to it, so I'm not going to comment on it much. Outside of one thing, I think that Florida's probably quit. I think that they were able to be rallied and held together for that Georgia game, and then after they lost that, they lost it. I would not be shocked if... I know that Landon Tengwall is saying, for example, Penn State will need 60 players in the portal because the smaller high school class and all the guys leaving. Penn State showed effort yesterday. They want to be there. They are playing there because it's Penn State. It's similar with LSU, by the way. Like LSU, all things considered, didn't get blown out by Alabama. They didn't quit. They like being there. They like their leader. Losing to Kentucky by 31 is probably pretty indicative that you want to get out. And I wouldn't be shocked after that loss if you're actually looking at Florida at the end of the year as the team that like has nothing on their roster and they need just a total... Like what they need a rebuild at Florida, like what Matt Rule is doing at Nebraska, where they're not going to immediately turn it around, and it will take 3, 4, or 5 years for them to become a good team again. Those are my reactions to the Week 11 SEC slate. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. It's my mission on College Football with Sam to make you the most informed, knowledgeable, and entertained fan as possible. We aren't perfect, but we hit the nail on the head more often than we hit our thumb with the hammer. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment, and if you're here, you've probably already watched the whole video. So thank you for doing those things.